Sripada Srivallabha, Chapter 8, Description of Incarnation of Datta, Part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Part 1. People who aspire for Brahma Janana are Brahmins. Next day, after finishing the daily worship, Tirumala Das began to narrate, My dear Shankar Bhatt, when the revelation of the soul takes place, the 16 potencies merge with their respective elements. The power of various deities enter into their basic origin of consciousness. The knowledge of self and all actions get absorbed in the form of Brahman. Whoever yearns for such is really a Brahmin. Life, faith, sky, air, fire, water, earth, organs of the body, mind, food, water, thought, mantras, actions, worlds, and the different kind of names in this world are called the 16 potencies. Sripada Srivallabha is a comprehensive incarnation of Parabrahma endowed with all 16 potencies. Part 2. Food becomes mind. By sattvic food, mind purification takes place. Brahma created life at first. Life is the totality of life in the universe. This is called the subtle soul and Hiranyagarbha. The creator also has the name Hiranyagarbha. The urge or drive for creation in the physical, mental and intellectual facets of man is named prana. The pranamaya kosha body is called Shakti Sarira. The physical troubles can be removed by correcting the life consciousness. Before a man's physical body becomes ill, the layer of life forces gets ill, the gross body becomes ill only afterwards. It is only after the life forces are steadied that the 5 elements are formed. The 5 organs are created to perceive the attributes of the 5 elements. The mind is formed to coordinate these organs and to oversee that all functions take place at the same time. Human beings should observe adequate precautions in the matter of food. The mind is formed out of the infinitesimal components of food. If the mind is strengthened by food, thoughts abound. When this stream of thoughts is regulated and controlled, such reflections of the thoughts flow is termed as mantra. When sacrifices and other rituals are conducted as ordinated by scriptures and when mantras are chanted systematically, such process is called karma. The constructions of the world was done according to karmas. The world cannot exist without a name and form. In this way, the shackle with links of profound misery is formed. With 16 colors, in human anatomy, each organ is influenced by a particular deity. When the soul reveals to the yogi in deep meditation, the 16 potencies merge in their respective elements. The powers in the physical organs of the yogi get mixed in elements in the innermost recesses of the universe. Human beings with organs of action and organs of knowledge cannot remain without action. Part 3. Liberation cannot be achieved unless the ego is destroyed. Actions are performed only based on the prompts coming from the ego of man. Aham is the glow of consciousness regulated by the stipulations of the mind and intellect. For the yogi who had the vision of the soul, the fruits of actions done in the previous lives will get totally annulled. Unless the separatist tendency of the ego is completely destroyed, the vision of the soul will not take place. When the yogi has the vision of Atma, scriptural rituals and their rewards, as well as the ego center and its illusory takes merge in the eternal Paramatma, the yogi will merge with Paramatma and will lose his individuality. Paramatma has individuality and is a personification of the Shakti. With the destruction of karma and its results, the yogi will attain Siddha Avastha. Even when his gross body is experiencing the effects of karma, if he has no awareness of the physical body, then he will remain in a liberated state. God may sometimes reveal his divine play through a perfect yogi. If the yogi mistakes that the strength and efficacy belong to him, then Paramatma would withdraw them and destroy his pride. If the yogi has to become an instrument in the hands of Paramatma, his egoistic arrogance must be liquidated in the Supersoul. Sri Bapnariya had transmitted power from the solar region into the Sri Mallikarjun Linga in Sri Shela Mahabaleshwar Linga in Gokarna and to other holy places. Transmission of power also took place into the ideal of worship of the self-manifested Datta. This power related to the fire has to be pacified. Otherwise, the priest and all the worships will be punished to the terrible power of the ideal of worship, and desirable results will follow. Only yogis who have occult knowledge can understand that the power from the solar region descended into self-manifested Datta. The transmission of power in Sri Shela took place under the direction of Sri Bapnara in the presence of thousands of people. A brilliant illumination released from the region of the sun merged in the Mallikarjuna Linga, and all the people who were present there witnessed the spectacle. There is an important secret divine mystery in the transfer of power and the actual incarnation of Sripada Srivallabha. That is a matter to be difficult to or to be known only by great sages. In Sri Shela, a great sacrifice of propitiation was conducted. As food was offered to thousands of people, the fire of hunger was assuaged on a mass scale. When Shakti sheds its ferocity and remains in a tranquil state, all auspicious events happen in that blessed state. However, there were no visible indications in Pitikapuram. The Shaktipata took place into Sri Swayambhu Datta. Therefore, no propitiatory rituals were conducted. Even when Sri Bapnare suggested that massive food offering should be held and that other procedures of pacification should take place, the local Pandits rejected the proposal with their ill-conceived arguments. Part 4. Sripada is the embodiment of all 16 potencies. Through his many sportive miracles, he was proclaiming that he was the glorious incarnation of the eons endowed with all the 16 splendiferous faculties. He left Pithapuram when he was 16 years old. Afterwards, he moved for about 14 years in Kurvapuram and other places, but his age remained constant as 16 years. Part 5. The names of Dattatraya's 16 incarnation. There is another significance to the number 16. Sri Dattatreya Swami revealed himself in 16 forms in ancient times. Those forms are Yogi Raja, Atrivarada, Digambara, Avadhuta Sri Dattatreya, Kalagni Shamana, Yogi Jana Vallabha, Leela Vishwambara, Siddha Raja, Janana Sagara, Vishwambara Avadhuta, Maya Mukta Avadhuta. Adi Guru, Samsakarahana Shiva Swarupa, Deva Deva, Digambara, Datta Avadhuta, Shyama Kamala Lochana, Yogi Raja. Yogi Raja incarnate when Atri and Anuswaya did penance at Himadri for the purpose of having children. His first darshan to Atri and Anuswaya was on full moon day, which was a Wednesday with Kritika star in the month of Kartika. And when the sun was rising, Swami was like an immaculate gem, passive at the time of this manifestation. Atri Varada. Atri Maharshi was in the state of Samadhi for 100 years while having darshan of this form. Due to the intensity of the panic, the three lokas were disturbed. To calm down, the Dattatreya gave the divine darshan with 6 hands to Atri in Guruhora. In the early hours on one Padhyami of the second half of the month Kartika, which was a Thursday with star Rohini, and granted him boons. This manifestation is called Atri Varada. Digambara Avadhuta. Sri Dattatreya Atri prayed the Lord who came in the form Atri Varada. Please grant me a son like you. Swami said, there is none equal to me. Therefore, I am donating myself to you. He gave darshan as an infant in Digambara form. It was on a Friday in the star Mrigasira, the time of sunrise, and the second day of the second half of the month of Kartika. This manifestation is called Digambara Avadhuta Sri Dattatreya. Kalagni Shamana. This Digambara Avadhuta Datta form was seen both by Atri and Anusya in the month of Mrigasira on a full moon day, which was a Wednesday, and accessing intense light emanated from his eyes and entered the womb of Mother Anusai. After entering the womb, its intensity reduced at highest light change into a male fetus. This is named as Kalagni Shamna Datta. My dear Shankar Bhatt, it is this Kalagni Shamna Datta that is being worshipped in the house of Appal Raja Sharma from many generations.